All right, all right, all right. Matt, the mortgage guy, back at you today with some more real estate report cards from around the country, backed by popular demand. Whatever you ask for, I'm going to give it to you, right? Because this YouTube channel exists for you, the consumer of the content that watches, likes, shares, puts comments in there. It says, hey, I want to see Tampa. I want to see Phoenix. I want to see Oklahoma City, whatever it is, right? And so in today's video, I'm going to go over the real estate report card for those specific markets because you asked for them. Oklahoma City, I'm doing for my boy Joey Garassi, longtime follower. So shout out to you, brother. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what else you want to see, what else you like me to talk about. Because again, I just do this for all the great interaction I get, all the thank you for helping me out while I was in the process of home buying and all that stuff. I really enjoy it. So stay tuned. All right, Matt, the mortgage guy, residential mortgage broker, bringing you information from the front lines as a mortgage broker who talks to fellow mortgage brokers, real estate agents, and the consumer all day, every day. I'm just bringing it to you, what I'm hearing, seeing, and feeling in the real estate market. This real estate report card is something that my friends at MBS Highway have as part of their subscription service I've subscribed to. Followed Barry Habib for almost a decade now. He's an absolute legend in the mortgage space. He's accurately predicted and received crystal ball awards for all his work around real estate markets, mortgage markets, and everything that's going on. So anyhow, this is him and his team's software. Just got to give that shout out to start. Oklahoma City, Joey Garassi, this is for you. Somebody else asked for Edmond, Oklahoma, which I found through this thing is in the same county, Oklahoma County, as Oklahoma City. So I think this is probably going to be the same report card. Median home price of $189,000. What a smoking deal. Interesting to see that even in markets that probably don't historically see a bunch of appreciation, they still have like an average of 5% per year over the last 5 years. And then over the next 5 years, a predicted cumulative of 15%, which is about 3% every year, right? Which is interesting to see. A lot of those markets, you get the cheaper home price. What you don't get is, massive appreciation like you'll see in other markets. But nonetheless, that's where they're at. Homes for sale, relatively thin amount of inventory, not as thin as I'm seeing in California, 4 homes per 1,000 people. But, year over year, down 15% inventory wise, month over month, down 5%. These numbers are starting to turn, right? So here we are in April of 2022. I expect it, like most places, to start to turn, some more inventory to show up. Demographics show, these younger folks making up a larger portion of the demographics, which is a good sign for housing because these are the folks that are going to buy the homes, right? Really 27 to 44, if you take this one and the one below it, are the folks that are buying the most houses. Then you got to look at how many people can afford the homes. If you've got 792 as a total population and 336,000 of those are renters, it only shows that 82,000, what's that? 160, 320. It's about 25% of the renters can afford to purchase. Not necessarily a good sign, but I mean, the median income in that area is 48,000. And so that's part of the issue is as home prices go up, as rates go up, and they're making 48,000 a year on average, it's harder to buy a home. Household formations. This is always interesting to see with like 12,000 household formations and 58% home ownership rate. They need about 6,800 new homes, and they're building 4,100. So a little bit behind the curve when it comes to how fast they're building based on demand. Another upward push for inventory, right? Total employment, look at this unemployment number, 2.67. It's a pretty sweet unemployment number, right? And then affordability index, 200. You're not going to find that in many markets, right? Really quite the function of it being a relatively inexpensive market. One of the most affordable markets, probably, I would imagine. I don't think there's many places where you're going to find sub 200 median home price. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's more than I think. Maybe I'm just out of it because I'm in California. Here's Tampa, Florida, hot market, right? Like average appreciation of 9% over the last 5 years. I would say that the last two probably make up half of that, and then the three before that make up the other half, because we know that it's been wild in many parts of Florida with appreciation. The future appreciation looks bright in Florida. This number seems, well, this is maybe 30. Let's do some rough math. Is that about 30%? It's about 30% of the renters who can afford to purchase. They got some more older folks in Florida, right? That's why this like 45 to 54 demo pops a little bit, but still 27 to 35. The young demographics is going to push how much is needed as far as homes in the future. But they're building. Look at this. Annual homes being built of 10,000 in that county. That's a good sign. They're building a lot. Inventories, 5 per 1,000 folks. Month over month, it's only down 2%. And again, like I said in the past one, that one's going to be trending up. This affordability, while it's a lot lower than that last market we looked at, OKC, 111 still good compared to a lot of the California markets I'm looking at. So we got that. Median household income of 61 to 80. All right, let's get to a couple more markets. That's Tampa, Florida. Let's look at Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, AZ. Phoenix, Arizona. Where are we at? Maricopa County. Let's take a look at their report card. Look at historical appreciation. That's top 10%. Let's see what those, top 10% is 3 diamonds, then top 20%, top 33%. Affordability. What does that one brown diamond mean? Top 3? Top 33%? All right. Maricopa County, Arizona, 381 median home price. Some massive appreciation over the last 5 years, an average of 10.5 a year. Meaning the last 5 years, homes have appreciated 52.5%. Wild, right? With more appreciation on the horizon forecasted. This one's cumulative, right? Over the next 5 years. 18.8 over 5, so about 4 per year. So a lot of markets, you'll notice this, right? It's beginning to flatten out a bit. At least that is the forecast. Woo! Year over year, inventory down 48%. Holy guacamole, that's crazy. Month over month, it's only down 3. This is a market where you're going to see inventory increase. And compared to that last year inventory, it's going to look like a huge increase, but really it's just coming back to normal. They need about 33,000 homes a year to be built in Maricopa County to keep up with household formations. They're building about 24,000. So another upward pressure on homes, which this is why you get this 5-year forecast of another 20% appreciation. Rates go up, yes. Affordability down, yes. But when there's more demand for homes that aren't being built fast enough, it's got that upward pressure. Even if you look here and you're like, all right, affordability is 103. Still better than my markets here in California. 67,000 a year in income. More strong demographics towards the younger home buying folks. One last market I'll sneak in here. Somebody, I think, asked about Atlanta, GA. So let's take a look. Fulton County. We want to look at Fulton County or Cobb County? We'll go Fulton. Wow. Another one, 376 median home price with really strong appreciation. Again, on the historicals, these are averages. And then over here on the 5-year, that's cumulative, meaning that's what they expect it to be over all the years combined in the next 5 years. You look at this 5-year in historical, that 9.2, if you multiplied it by 5, is really 46, right? So 46% over the last 5 years, 26 over the next 5 years. We all predict it's not going to appreciate as fast as it has. You can put, that in the bank. I think nobody expects, wants, needs, or would be proper forecasting as much home appreciation as we've seen. But still, like, to see 26 the next 5 years is pretty interesting. They've got more inventory than most, right? 7 homes per 1,000 people. Year over year, they're only down 7% in inventory. So at least Fulton County in Georgia, I know a lot of places in Georgia are red hot. It seems like Fulton County might be, look at this. They're actually building more than they need. They need about 8,200 homes a year to keep up with household formations, and they're building 10.2. They're building a couple thousand extra. That's where the homes are at. If you're in a market where there's not enough homes, there's not enough being built, Fulton County, Georgia. Go check them out. That's where they're at. Affordability is at 152. Oh, you can make $86,000 a year median household income. All right. Fulton County, Georgia. Looks like a good spot. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if you'd like to see other counties. Let me know if this is a waste of time. You don't want to see this at all. Let me know if there's something else that you want me to review. Just did this kind of on a flyer last week. People liked it and asked about other ones. So here's the follow-up. If you want me to look at other markets, I'm happy to. If you got specific questions about certain markets that you want me to, poke at, guess at, I'm happy to. I feel like, California, I've got quite the finger on the pulse. In other markets, might not be the case, but nonetheless, you're always going to get an honest answer from me. If I don't know anything about a county or a state, I'll tell you so, right? If you are looking to get pre-approved and buy a house anywhere in the United States, we're in 46 states. Reach out to me and my team, greatmortgagebroker.com. Fill out the form, let me know where you're at, how we can help, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.